What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Continuing the NFL mock draft series. This time we're drafting for the Atlanta Falcons. It should be an interesting season for the Falcons. They get Todd Gurley. If we get prime vintage Todd Gurley, that would probably be the steal of the offseason, possibly upsetting what happened with the Cardinals getting Hopkins. But anyways, let's see what we got. Let's see what they're projected to be. So the Falcons. So right now they are saying we're going to be 11th. I think that's a little bit of a discredit to them. But right off the bat, so we got Micah Parsons, similar edge rusher, very athletic linebacker. That's our biggest need right now. We're drafting at 7th, we're drafting at 11th. He's a 7th ranked, assuming this is on the big board standards. So I'm going to go with Micah Parsons. The fact that we need a running back is concerning, though. I understand the need for a two-back system, but I hope that's not in reference to Todd Gurley. I think Todd Gurley, it's hard because you don't know the extent of the knee, and if you're hush, you don't really know what's happening. But anyways, they're going to need some running back help. They're going to need a quarterback. I think at this point in time, I'm not reaching for a quarterback till the later rounds because I can take that. I'm looking more so, what can I do to help Matt Ryan win now? I mean, his performance has not dropped off whatsoever. We see a big need for running back. Now, granted, I did draft a linebacker, but I believe we addressed the edge. So we do need a running back at this point. Todd Gurley's from Georgia. We're familiar with that. We know what Georgia does. So I'm going to go with Zamir White from Georgia. Ooh, the Raiders going for a quarterback. They obviously, Mariota and Carr did not work out. So they're switching the game up a little bit, making it interesting. So we're already in the 3rd round. We need a quarterback. Once again, I think in the later rounds addressing that or signing somebody. I just don't see Matt Ryan regressing to the point where you need to focus on that. I think if you have a quarterback sit on the bench for a year or two, you're good. Matt Ryan's young to old for quarterbacks. But we're seeing Brady, who's 43, 44 playing, Breeze, 42, whatever, age they are. Matt Ryan's 34, 35. He still has years on him. And I just don't think that's the time to do it. If you're in win now mode, you got Julio's about 30 years old. You got Todd Gurley. You're in win mode now. Win now mode. You're not reaching to get a quarterback at this point. So you also need some interior line help, a tight end, a wide receiver, some cornerback and safety help. At this point, Florida State, I'm drafting 75th. We know we need a wide receiver as well. We also have a tight end from Ohio State. That's a little bit more of our need. But at this point in time, once again, I am a value drafter. So I'm going to go with Tamarion Terry, wide receiver from Florida State. So what are we? We are picking 107th. So we still need that quarterback. We need that interior line right off the board, or right off the top. The tight end from Wisconsin, Jake Ferguson, is the top and best available at this point. This is a need for us. It's an easy draft. So many names. I'm really looking forward to sports. I think the world needs a little more of that. It'll be nice to see. So that way, hopefully you guys are repeating in your fantasy tournaments and bringing home the trophies over family and friends, getting those bragging rights, not having to do any of those stupid punishments. Quarterback. We're at that point where a quarterback can be viable. Now we know 5th round quarterbacks don't always pan out just because there's a massive drop off with quarterbacks. Quarterbacks have longevity for the most part in the league. We still need some interior line help. We need a cornerback. We need a safety. But there are 2 quarterbacks on the board. I got to go with the SEC boy. We saw Bushell get kicked out from Texas, or not kicked out, but get upseated. We know what Trask did with Felipe Franks. So at this point, I'm going to draft Kyle Trask from Florida. I'm a Giants fan, so it's always interesting to see what the Giants pick up and see what they do this time. Another cornerback. Hopefully, I'm drawing a blank right now. Anyways, our quarterback that we drafted in the first round from Georgia, and we traded up to get. Hopefully, he's not in jail. He's not defending from a jail cell. He's defending on the field. It's crazy regardless of that. Just hopefully they're making wise decisions. So, interior line, cornerback, safety. I see a safety on the board right here. I see a tackle right here at 164 from South Carolina. Now, granted, some of these guys can swap positions, so he's a OT. A lot of the OTs can play guards. If he's a standard left tackle, it's ideally you want to keep him in that position because the dude's a stud if you're a left tackle. We've seen that. Cornerback and safety. I'm going to go for the safety help from Trayvon from TCU. We're heading into the 7th and final round. It'll be interesting to see if we have any big game-changing trades in the offseason, pre-draft. Coolest thing about mock drafts is we're about 10 months away for the next draft. So it's all speculation right now. A lot can change. So we do need some interior line help. We need a cornerback. Trade Dean. We're drafting at 203. He's 178. Florida. We know Florida has produced good corners in the past. Low risk pick right there. We're drafting a corner in the 7th round. Look at that. Steelers going to the Super Bowl. All right, let's go ahead and review the picks. Micah Parsons, linebacker from Penn State. I know we had a need for edge. I've seen him play. He can come off the edge a little bit. Linebackers are extremely versatile, so that is the move at that point. Zamir White, running back from Georgia. We want to get a two-back system. Hopefully Gurley is healthy. We're drafting a wide receiver from Florida State and Tamorion Terry. We're also addressing the tight end need with Jake Ferguson from Wisconsin. We're taking a low-risk quarterback in the 5th round from Kyle Trask from Florida, SEC. Some solid competition. He could be a developmental quarterback. We shall see how he plays out the season. Trayvon Morig from TCU, safety. We're taking a low risk and Trey Dean, the cornerback from Florida. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this. Obviously, this is all speculation, so a lot can change from now till then. These are predictive rankings. It's anybody's best judgment at this point, but it's fun to do these. Turn those bell notifications as well so you never miss a video. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day. Peace.